Good morning, chat. How's everybody doing today? All right. True chat. All right. All right. I have a thing I wanted to respond to. All right. Please, please, please. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right. We're locked in. There's a couple things that I want to look at changing almost immediately. Let's all see how much money if we made any money. Do. 8 divs. We're rich. Nothing else matters in the world. I did log on yesterday briefly because I saw this when I was looking for something, and wow, pretty good. The only other side of this is like if I didn't want to do this, would be just doing the regular jewel, like a medium cluster, so I can put in another jewel socket instead. It comes down to, is a jewel socket worth more to me than eye to eye is, or sorry, than the force multiplier is? Let's see. Let's find out. Let's do the math. So right now, this right here will give us 1 point. Sorry, this right here will give us 2.6 if we allocated all of these. If we go into probably our best medium cluster, not small, and we could technically do a large, but it's more points, so it's just kind of, I don't think it would be as good. Curse effect on legacy would be awesome, obviously, but it's not. So our best one here is proj damage from what I was looking at. I also made a thing for people if they ended up coming here and wanting, like, looking for megalomaniacs themselves. So this right here. Oh, this is me testing out if I can make a better cluster, how much life I would get, which is like 200 life, which is not like a sane amount, but my life is getting noticeably lower the more upgrades I make. Chat. All right, so it looks like 1,000,000 DPS. So essentially, this whatever jewel I put here has to be worth the value of 1,000,000 DPS. The only thing I can think of would be crying. The other thing is I could technically not do this at all. I could go here, and we could do a Thread of Hope. What size Thread of Hope? I don't know. We'll start with Massive first and see what happens. So with Massive, we could pick up, Dexterity, Proj damage, which is about 400. I mean, we could also pick up some small suppress nodes if we wanted to help with suppression cap. We could pick up this stuff, which isn't the worst. It gives us more effect and also gives us a little bit of reservation, which might help us a little bit along the way. This attack speed, movement speed, so that's not bad. Pick up a life node here. Let's just fill some stuff out and see what I would want to do. I don't really care for this, but this obviously is not bad. This is cool because it overlaps with this. And honestly, it's a chance slash fizz damage node, so I mean it's not the worst. Strength and fizz damage. I mean, if this is a better cluster here, it would be bad. That's not good. Movement speed and avoid being stunned. Some block recovery. That doesn't seem really worth it. It does give me chaos res. That's cool. I could technically drop this if I feel the points are better spent elsewhere. Maybe we could just go for the penetration node. Attack speed crit. Move speed. And at this point, what's up, Bree? Is it just better for me to do here? This is how many points? We're 4 points over where we would want to be, so quite a bit of points over. I could potentially drop. Oh shit! 9 months in a row. Thank you for the sub, Bree. I appreciate it. Has it been 9 months? Jesus, it's been so long. It's our first Bree, you're not a Twitch watcher besides me that I know of. But typically people say after the 9-month sub that you have a Twitch baby, so now we have a Twitch baby, just so you're aware. I'm assuming when your husband gets on, I'll have one with him as well, and my wife comes on, I'll have one with her as well. Oh nice, so many babies, yeah. Thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. How many passes allocated? No such thing. Damn. The dexterity's still fucking me. Okay, so the massive one is actually pretty sizable. That's nice. We are a couple points over where we would need to be though for it, so I would have to. I would have to figure that out. That would solve it if I get to 99. But this is overall less DPS than we were at before. With just going into clusters. Like, this doesn't add a lot of damage. It adds mostly just. I mean, I guess if I can find a better brutal strain here, maybe it'll be worth it. Oh, got filter nodes. Okay, so does this jewel exist, and is it not hyper expensive? I guess would be the other part. Ah, yes. It does not exist. And the two that exist that are on the list are 20 divines and 50 divines. So questionable, you know? Never had to knock on wood. All right, so those are 10 divines for potentially 100 flat. Um and that's the 19, this one right here and this one right here. What do we end up hitting? Dexterity here, flash charges here, dexterity there, avoid stun there, movement speed there, dexterity, dexterity. I mean, it's not a bad one, but it's not really a good one, right? Like, it's kind of whatever. I wonder how much. What if I just do like Fizz's extra? Sorry. There it is. I only get 2 of them? The blind enemies thing is not bad. The poison thing, obviously worthless. Um, so this is cool, but ultimately, currently less points or less damage than just going into like even a medium cluster over here is technically better. Or it's not. Smile. Why is it not? What did I miss out on? All right, well, if we're going to Megalomaniac, their damage is significantly lower for some reason right now. Body was torn. Oh, we took this off. Right, so this is technically already more damage than the other thing by quite a large margin. And then even going into just a regular medium cluster, I think is still more damage, and we get a jewel socket out of it. So that Thread of Hope, at least, not probably where we're gonna head. But we can look at other Thread of Hope sizes just to see if there's anything else that kind of stands out. Let's go with very large next. Oh, you want to get my lap, Eloy? Come on, Eloy. Come here, sweet girl. You can see her chat? Yeah, y'all see her a little bit. Okay. So let's get to stuff like this. That's not really great when we're already capped on crit. Give Kitty a treat. You guys are getting spoiled, huh? Hey, Willa. There you go. Aloy says thank you. Or she doesn't. Here, Aloy, you want to put it somewhere else? She didn't like it up here at the top. She put one on the floor. She jumped down, so I put it down there with her. But she says thank you. This is probably the worst option for us. There's like nothing good to grab with this. All right, so not very large. What about regular large? They stop coming and they don't stop coming. Yeah, I think only the super. I mean, you have this here, which is kind of okay. That doesn't help. We don't need access to these. We're already going here. That's already access. We don't damage with bows. We don't need this. There's nothing good to grab here. So I think the massive one is probably the only one that's decent here. So I think we don't do this, which is fine. It saves us a little bit of resistance and stuff, so it's actually okay. Um, Currently, we are at where we don't have the mana to use Sniper's Mark, which we go here and do this instead. If I remember correctly. Oh, wrong button. And it should be fine. Nice. This is all obviously including us needing to get an Enlighten 4, I believe. Which is 1300 chaos or 7.2 divines right now. So not out of reach, but you know, something that has to be done. What other unique jewel can we think of? Emperor's Cunning? Also Bree. We ended up beating the Stormblood in Final Fantasy main storyline. Me and Abby. We're in the patches now. I don't know what part you left off at, because I know y'all been playing Marvel Rivals and Minecraft and stuff, but just thought I'd share it. So this can give us not a lot, actually. I don't know if I would even use this. This would give us more, technically. Also a little bit more defenses and a little bit of life. But it's still not a crazy amount. I honestly probably would think about just getting like a very cool jewel. Is there any other unique jewel that I would want? Anyone has opinions who happens to be in chat, you let me know. A Dolomite? That by Destiny would be cool, obviously, but there's no way those jewels are at all cheap. Or not cheap, but like within my price range right now. Let's go see how much it is just for the Redeemer Dexterity node. 35, yeah, so we could potentially farm there, but I don't think that's gonna be what we want to do. I don't think that's where I want to be. We could forbid Forbidden Flame Jewels. We need a second socket, so we'd have this one here. And then we'd have to also go here. I mean, that would put us at 100. So if we level to 100, we could technically do it. Inspired Learning doesn't work for us. Intuitive Leap. I can't think of anything I would want for with Intuitive Leap. Because like it won't reach large enough for me to grab anything from here that I care about, I think. And I don't have 4 passes in the area to allocate anyway. And like here we're juiced up already. Okay, yeah, so I don't care about that as much. We already have Light of Meaning, so that can't be it. No way. Imagine if we can just put on a second Seething Fury and just be a Giga Juiced. I wish that was taken. It's what they stole from us, chat. Alright, so for Permission Flames or a rare jewel seem like the best option. So let's now look at Permission Flame jewels. Woo! Alright. Ranger. Shit, I don't remember what all these stand for. Hold on a second. There we go. Now I have another kitty. Don't mean the kitty stopping by today. He said, no thank you. Oh, this is Pee-wee's too. Fucking rip. I think, honestly, Focal Point might be really good. As far as pure damage goes, but I imagine Focal Point's giga expensive. Ricochet might not be bad. Let's look at Focal Point. That's like 2 mil damage. It's not bad. Why am I? Oh, because you're stepping on something. Teddy, stop it. Like, why don't let me click things? Just zooming in. So we could do something like this, I suppose. But I'm gonna go check real quick to see how much this costs real quick. I imagine not cheap. $6 for red is not bad actually. 30 for blue. 36 is the cheapest. I think that'd be it. Ow, Teddy. So you can get like 80% increased tailwind effect here with Gathering Winds. You get the maximum frenzy charge here. I don't think any of those munitions is super worth it. Both the winner would give me like essentially freeze on tougher bosses, but it's not more damage. It would be just freeze. So honestly, Deadeye is where we'd be at with a lot of this. His munition is just better clear. Ricochet is just better clear. Gathering Winds would be the, I guess, the next best DPS increase, and then we get off of it on our thing and go. So how much Gathering Winds, I suppose, might be an option. 7 for red, 16 for blue. So technically it is cheaper, but same time, not worth it. Okay, we're giving up on the Forbidden Flame idea. We don't need the Forbidden Flame. We're gonna go with either a rare jewel or Megalomaniac. Rare jewel we can go for Crypt of Blood, dexterity, that kind of stuff. So let's move that kind of stuff over real quick here. Actually, you know what? Let's see what the game wants us to do. There's a cool feature here that someone pointed out to me at one point or another. All right, let's see what the game thinks is the cool thing to do. And then we're gonna hit some 4 divines. Gives us attack speed, attack damage, crit multi, and some maximum life. For 4 divines. That's a bit good, expensive, but alright. What does this give me? Let's look at it. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. It's closer than it is too far. Alright, so putting this onto here would give me 600,000 as well as, like, you know, some life and stuff. Which would put this at 200. So it's still less than the Megalomaniac. And that's not corrupted blood immunity or anything on it. That's just it doing its thing. This one has corrupted blood immunity on it. Maybe I'll look at this one real quick. 5 divines though. It's gonna be less damage, I imagine. But actually, it might be not because it has missing the life modifier, right? So it's just technically more damage. Corrupted blood immunity. 29. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with the Megalomaniac and save my money for other stuff. All right, I closed off the POB. I'll close off the LPOB. Oh, thank God. Okay. So on here, what we do is we still using. We switched to Tempest Shield. That's what we did instead of using Arc Armor, mostly to cap us on spell block because then we have 75, 75, and 65, 65, which is better. We have a couple points left over at this exact moment. That's not enough. This would be enough, but we're over on point spinach now, as far as what our current level is. But I guess we could also consider the fact that we don't have to go full into this right away. So this is 97, so we could just go Force Multiplier and the next level pick up Blanketed Snow. Would I want the all res and the evasion rating over evasion rating, and mood speed stuff? I don't know. 75 versus 76, and then also move speed. So probably better this way. Okay, we'll do these 3 instead of these 3. This is still providing me with mana leech. Excellent. This is cost of attacks. Okay. We've taken off a lot of life off of our stuff, which is a little questionable and everything. But what are you gonna do? 100 would be this. The only thing that would really change is if we eventually get to where we have enough. Do I need Timber Shield? Wait, that's a good point. Do I need Timber Shield to be leveled up? Does it gain damage or does it gain spell block? It gains spell block. Okay, so what level do I need it to be? Be max 75. I actually need to be level 13. And the issue here is I don't have mana to use it. Do I still have the thing where I use a little bit of my life for it? Okay, I do. Shit. If I switch to life tap on the setup, how much do I lose? So if I take this off, that's not off. I take this off, 2-7. I could do that, save myself a couple of points. That'll allow me to finish this out. And then I'll have 2 points. Well, not this, all the way. And I'll have 2 points left over eventually to maybe go into like some life if I want to. Or just go into here. But I think for now, this is probably fine. I don't know. We'll test it out. Okay, let's just do stuff. So in Lighten 4, we want 1300 is where it's at. We are not at 1300, so we can't buy that right now. We can obviously sell off Divinos. Is anyone selling it for like 7 Divines instead of just the Chaos pricing? 8 Divines is the first Divine price. That pretty much eats the. No, I don't want this. Or whatever. That's fine. All the way around. So 197. So bring out the calculator because I'm not doing math in my head because that's math's for people who like math. 197 times 8 is 1500. The cheapest is going for 1300. So yeah, changing this to chaos would be a lot better. The other thing is we could also just try double corrupting ours first. Maybe we get lucky. So let's look at temples. So I want corruption, locus of corruption, and then Doriani. Is Doriani's Institute? Wish Tyler was here. Yeah, I think it is Doriani's Institute. ADC? Oh, for whispering? 155 for not whispering. Okay. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at keepers. 65. Here we go. This has Doriani's. Oh, it needs to be connected. Open rooms. 210. And the other part is I want to pick up a brisk rat. What are we doing with our life? What are we doing? What are we doing with our life? 20 seat versus 1 seat? No, I'm gonna go for the 1 seat option. Well, I'm not gonna link it right now. I will 6-socket it at least. Alright. Let's go play in the temple, I suppose. Wait, do I need Alva to play in the temple? Mother. I don't, right? I could just go in here. Right. I'll have to go unlock Alva, please. Thank God. Oh, let's move our scene over to game scene for you guys. Pretty much seeing if I could just save a little bit of money. I don't know how to look at the temple by default. Locust is right in front of us, which Locust is the one that we'll double corrupt the armor with. And then we have to run up to the Institute to crypt our gem. Just clearing a bunch of nerds so I don't get popped randomly while I'm looking at stuff. Oh, we were so close! We got one of the mods. We're looking for +2 proj, +1 socketed. Oh, I have a flash powder cache here as well. So if... Oh, nice. It is open. So I can just open from here to here to go to Apex as well. Alright, this is gonna be us seeing if we hit an Enlighten 4. Shield charge login. I mean, honestly, the 20 shield charge. I mean, I'll use a free movement speed. Where's it at? All right, we gotta find our Enlighten now. We should be here. Enlighten 4, please. Enlighten 2. Actually, we failed both the things we wanted to do today, chat. We're failures. I'm a failure. And then we can keg this bad boy. I hate that it phases. I wish I could just kill it. Heavy belt, servitude. I'll pick these up while we're here, but fortunately a womp womp. We'll have to buy our Enlighten now. What servitude do we get? A Dex Int servitude? Let's go. No one wants that garbage. That one's not gonna work for us either. This is nothing. I thought I had another amulet. Oh, it's a ring. I can see if someone would want this, but there's like not a lot on here. I'll put it up for 10. Alright. Sell off this bad boy.
Till next time, shall we keep, Savior?
Alright, let's go look to see if there's any brisk reps on the... Is there any brisk reps made yet that we want? The other part is we can consider, is the +3 levels worth it, or should I be going further into, like, you know, just getting a bunch of stats? So how, if there's any weighting to that comparatively. Oh, someone had made one of these wrist wraps, by the way. It's 50 divine. 17 hours ago, they put it up on the market. Pog. I'm not going to buy that. I don't have the money for it. I also would not pay that for a brisk wrap. I would rather gamble 50 times than to go pay for that. Okay, allocate first, spiritual command. We're gonna look to see if we can find ourselves spiritual. And we want this to be a count of 1. We want to add another count down here of 1. Enchant, allocate. Enchant, allocate. This should pull up. There we go. Okay. So lightning cast speed is not really good for us. Accuracy, crit chance, accuracy is whatever for us as well. Damage with swords is whatever for us. Traps, whatever for us. Intellect is funny. That could save us technically a point. It's not like the worst option. This is probably better though. Power charge on kill, maximum minimum power charge. So we could, in theory, grab this one. I mean, it is only 1 divine right now. Even if I don't use it, might as well grab it, you know? As well as Citrine, which is not the worst base for us to have. Alright. We have that base. So what we do is cry. Maybe latte. Citrine. Is there a way to double anoint on here? Spiritual command. Anoint. And then it was Holy Domain, I think was the other one. Dominion? Anoint. It just overrides it. Crafted allocates spiritual command. Oh, I didn't put the endpoint for the crafted. We're gonna fight. Spiritual command. What did I put? I put spiritual command. Okay, so that fixes the allocates thing, I think. What do we need to craft on here? I guess we can look at influence. Who gives me percent dex? Is it Redeemer still? So a Redeemer mod. And then if I can get like, essence dex on here. We're still a million damage under at the current time. This adds 76. This adds a bunch of, we have to, that's a god tier roll though, right? Like that's a pain in the ass to get. This would also be a bunch. Damage for dexterity is also a bunch. So even with hitting like something like this, then we can craft on a modifier. Can craft on elemental damage. Oh, here it is. 180. Or probably crit. Oh, only crit strike. Little fizz is kind of whatever. I'll say fuck it, let's Redeemer Slam it and just go for it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Need a Redeemer Orb? Yeah, whatever. I'm not, at this point, it's just life. The extra dexterity rolled on it, that's pretty funny. Alright, and then we just want essences. We're just gonna be spamming essences on it. Which we are a little low on essences, but let's go ahead. We're looking for, I mean, that's good, crit multi. We're looking for just like good stats. Good soup. Fire skill gems, let's go. Alright, we need to buy more essences. We could also look at Craft Exile real quick. Pretty sure the modifiers we want are gonna have Redeemer app. Redeemer has attribute right here. Does not have attribute on here though, so that's gonna be like impossible to hit. This one does have cold though, which would be, oh wait, sorry, both these have cold, which is nice. So if we hit this, we could technically lock Reforge Cold and pray. Because it'll hit probably cold gems or cold attacks. If we are able to fill like suffixes first, obviously. All right. Oh right, the main point was we could technically roll attribute stuff. I don't know how much attribute fundamentals are costing. That's what I was trying to think of what the word was. 10 for fundamental. I'm just going to essence. Sorry. Dexterity. Which are going up in price, unfortunately. That's a tier 2 of the fizz is extra cold. So not worth that keeping that. If it was tier 1, I'd be like, ooh, actually see like this right here, like I think that's tier 2 all attributes. And secret multi. If I put this in here as is, we're losing 700. If we lock Reforge cold and hit stuff, could potentially be usable. What if I catalyst this up with attributes? So there's no way to add catalyst on here. This does also solve part of our intelligence problem. But we do lose a little bit of damage from the lack of levels. Okay. Looking back at this, if we lock suffixes can't be changed and reforge cold, we're probably hitting one of these two. Mostly this one. But if we get a couple tries and we do get to hit like penetrates or this, that's not bad. That's we could reforge fizz. What's fizz look like? It gives physical gems. Actually, maybe we reforge fizz instead. It doesn't give us a chance to hit the cold penetration. But we get fizz attacks, fizz skills. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do that one. I think I'm gonna do that one. I think I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit. Suffixes cannot be changed, right? Because we want to protect our suffixes. We have 3 good suffixes, which are really, really nice. We're gonna lock those, and then we're going to reforge fizz and just pray. Pray that it hits something cool. We have fizz attacks. The lowest roll of fizz attacks, I'm pretty sure. Tier 8. So I think at this point, we just keep on going. Okay, this time we got the higher tier of fizz attacks. What's fizz attacks is waiting? This is gonna be the most likely result, by the way. It is tier 1 fizz attacks. We could stop here. What's our reforge options? Is there anything that I could be doing better? Reforge attack would hit fizz attack still, and also a bunch of cold mods. So wait, does this work in the way that it'll give me an additional influence modifier? Like, is it guarantee I hit an influence one? Uh, Alt Control C. We're gonna craft. We're gonna craft suffix not be changed. Put that on there, and then we're gonna go to harvest. We're gonna reforge influence. Damage for frenzy roll on that. So it does guarantee that you're getting an influence. Oh. This is actually probably better than what we're doing. It costs more, but juice is pretty cheap right now. So I already have a bunch of blue juice, so I just need the white part, the crystal. Could have saved ourselves money probably doing this, but you live and you laugh, you love, you know. Honestly, let's go and get 3. It's fine. Maybe we'll hit on the first try. Maybe we'll, son of a. So we wasted probably this 4 discs first. Suffixes cannot be changed. Ooh, that's a big one. That's not bad. That's tier 1. That's not bad. We could put this on here. We could put his damage on there. Damage leeching is not super good for us because when we do leech, we don't leech a crazy amount or anything. We could also block something and then slam, like a exalt slam. Probably would block the attacks. Let me go look at the weighting real quick. Or mana. Yeah, we could block mana, I guess. That's 14. Maximum energy shield's all 13 though, so either way, we're questionable blockings. Let's block mana. And then do a slammer. Alright, let's go get a thing. Exalt. Rage. So this should give us one more prefix to max out our prefixes. Blocking mana, which is the most common one. Hopefully something will be something cool, but it's probably going to be something shit, but I mean, we have nothing else to do with that prefix. Lightning damage to attacks, so doesn't really help a crazy amount, but it gives us a little. Actually, it's not bad because it'll give us a little bit of damage to shock potentially. Do I want this? Do I want this? I can't. I could do fizz attacks, but like that's so low at this point. So probably it's either elemental damage with attacks. I think it's elemental damage attacks. And then we want attribute catalyst. Might already have some laying around, but it is what it is. There we go. That's already 24 at the top. So this hopefully is more damage than our current existing amulet. It is. Even with the loss of levels, we are still gaining a bunch of stuff. So that is nice. We do lose reserve mana, which we'll have to look into that a little bit in a second. But Giga Juice. This also allows us to be able to drop things like this. We could potentially go back into, you know, mana reservation efficiency. If need be. We don't have Intelligence 4 and Enlighten. If we go here, we don't need the Enlighten 4 anymore. Did I put the amulet on? Oh, right, because it makes our requirements go back to where they were. Too many passes allocated. I need a way to get a little bit of efficiency without killing myself. Honestly, is this better for me? Hold on a second. Jesus, I really need to clean this up. I need to clean this up. Oh, it's not gonna be more. It's only a two noter. This is a cool note though, but not big enough for me to need it. I realized I was looking at the wrong thing. This one's somewhat of a 3 node. I don't think a taunt on hit really matters. Repeater's obviously huge. That's 800. It only has 3. Is 1 point. Yeah, it's the same one we have. So that one's not better than the one we currently have. And the other things are like 2 mirrors. Yeah, so those can eat it. All right. This is going to remain being the one that we already had somewhere. This one. So I have 2 points of freedom to try to figure out mana. And Enlighten 4 doesn't fix it by itself. 3 points gives me enough to go here. 4 points fixes it. So that puts us 2 points over 100. We could drop Flesh and Stone, technically. If that's going to help. There's 4 points here instead of 3 points here. Clearly, we might not even need this if we get Suppress on our boots. Frick, I don't know. I think it's situational. I think we just have to do this as is right here. Means we can't go into our cluster right away because we're at 97, so we have to, like, as we level up, slow go into our cluster. Because even this right here would make it where we can't cast our stuff. All the time. Yeah, I think that is this with the 4? This is with 3. What's here? Okay, that's fine. All right. This is gonna we're gonna use this either way. This one was going to have to be replaced in the first place, so that's fine. No one wants Spiritual Command? Rude. We'll sell it for like 100. We need to recraft we can recraft these boots. We don't really need the avoid ailments aspect of it. So we should go back to essentially spamming until like Dex Essence until we get how much divine stuff do we have left over? 6 divines, and then we still have our mirror shard to sell off. We have 0 chaos. Funny as hell. But we could spam this for dexterity potentially. No. I think it just stays the way it is. Nah, I think we just leave things the way they are. This can go up, but we'll over that later. We need to replace Arctic armor wherever it may be with Tempest Shield. Oh, it's right here, I think. I need red, red, blue. What are we looking back here? Oh, we're already at level 20 here? Okay, so we need to corrupt these. 15 is where that one stops. 20 here. 20. 20. 20. 21! We did one! Woo! We finally got one! We could have paid 10 chaos for this a long time ago! But we're stubborn. We stick with what we're doing. Animate Guardian. Did I put it in here? Minion life support. And then we would see if we can keep him alive is the catch 22 part. All right, so for this though, do we want to level Herald of Ice next? Do we want to Flesh and Stone? I mean, well, we can do Flesh and Stone, maybe. No. We might just level up random shit, to be honest, and sell them for full price. All right. We're gonna do something real quick. We don't need calling right questionably anymore. These boots need to be recolored to mostly blue and red. So 1 red, 2 blue, and a green. Not in pot. Okay, there we go. I don't think it matters if it's all linked. Technically do have more intelligence, but I think that's a temporary thing, so let's not do that right now. Did we animate the melee weapon or armor, attaching it to Invisible Guardian? If I see your side, animate Guardian items can be attached to the same Guardian. Can't animate unidentified items, can be used. Okay, so I've never used Animate Guardian chat. If you're here and you have used Animate Guardian, please tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. This is 52, so we can't cast this right now. This is 67, so we can't cast that right now. All right, we need to change this over to mana cost stuff. That'll help a little bit. That's it down to 40, which this can now be cast, but this is still needs a little bit, which just comes from the passive tree changes that we need to make still. So we come out of here, and we go down here, because this gives us increased mana, which will allow us to be able to do it. So on the POB, I technically don't have this node or this node. Oh, or this node. Oh, we also moved Sinestral. Probably have to break a div to do that. The way around, please. All right. Sinestral, or how you want to pronounce it. 13. So we undo this, undo this, undo this. We undid this. Amount of passive points, so let me go get those. Also need one of these for the removing the run graft down here. Just trying to make sure that I'm getting what I need to get. And then 3 points we have left over are technically going into here for a megalomaniac, but we don't have a point to invest into it yet. And even the first point doesn't really do much. So we need 2 levels where we can reasonably go in here. And then the rest of it we'll figure it out as we get stuff done. We're 56. 55 is what we need to cast there. Perfect. All right, was there anything else I needed to craft immediately? Or change? We should be at 75 block now. Dodge is 75 here, awesome. Block attack, block spell. Oh, I gotta level up this thing to like 15 or whatever before that gets 75, 75. What level it needs to be? And technically when I re-level my Enlighten, I'll be able to have the mana I need. Not enough mana to use Immortal Call. What level is Immortal Call? 5? $36, $38. So I could technically lower Immortal Call down to level 2. And then with an Enlighten 4, I would have all the points I need once I had 100 or whatever to be able to get a full Megalomaniac. We're a little broke right now. 1,200. I'm just gonna take the profit off of here. We're not checking profits really anymore of what's happening, so I just need to take stuff out of here to sell. So I guess we'll do that. You can also start selling off some idols. Because they unfortunately will not make it to any other league once this is over with. So holding them at this point is just going to have them disappear soon. I don't think I'm going to do any other strategies. I can obviously go ahead and recombinate stuff if I want to for fun. But I don't really have an intention of making another strategy. I'm really enjoying Harbingers, and I like that. So probably play Harbies. All right, let's get all the pieces of gear that are in here that I can see off the top of my head. I'm sure I'll miss some, but we can go over that as we go through all the currency and stuff afterwards. All right, coin. This here didn't do anything. Trash. This can go into our guild stash. There it is. 30% movement speed. Fracture is not the worst. It's actually pretty decent, looks like. So hell yeah. Put it on here for like 120. That's trash. 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 Probably not trash, but I don't think anyone's actually playing lightning arrow stuff. So we'll go ahead and put all this stuff in the dust. First, what's up, Marshall? How you doing, bud? Hydrate. All right. Let me put all stuff in my inventory and then I'll hydrate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Had a long meeting, so I'm late here. No big worries, bud. Life happens. Crabagale, make me stand. All right. 9 months sub. Woo! Thank you for the 9 months, my wife. Like I said to someone earlier, you're not familiar with Twitch stuff, but 9 month subs, they call them Twitch babies. So now we have a Twitch baby. We're gonna have so many babies soon. The streak piece is real. A 90-day stream streak. That's insane. He can't keep streaking, chat. Someone stop him. No one stop him. That would hurt my soul. That's actually wild. Yeah, Marshall's a real one. That's why he's my goat. You'll never stop me. Never. We just spent a bunch of our money, so I need to make some more money. Look at our amulet we crafted today, though. Not bad. Obviously, would have preferred percent dex with my redeemer thing, but when I was spamming the dex essence, I hit like tier 2 attributes and like tier 2 crit multi, and I was like, well, that's pretty good. I'll stop there. Any teasers? Yeah, give us the league name or something. Come on. Really, I hope they get the league name soon. That'd be sweet. Also, I'd love it to give the name and then have it not be like delve adjacent. People would stop crashing out. But there might be a delve rework coming. Into the Long Dark. What? Why is it dark? Why is it so long? All right, I'm gonna list these and I'm gonna do my standing desk. All right, standing desk time. Ugh. Earthquake coming, chat. Just get situated. I got a bunch of shit around my desk right now. Isn't Into the Long Dark like a video game? I think I've seen that before somewhere. Notification? Is that a PoE notification? No. Frickin' Marvel Rivals. Fair. It's long because that's the way Ed Ziri likes it. You think that we're going into like a cave in that one picture on the announcement thing? The announcement of the announcement? Because we're going to go find the vault of Ed Ziri? There's just a Ed Ziri rework leak. Ugh. Stand-in time. Ugh, let's do stretch. Sorry. Do some stompies. Going off of whatever they give us, I would love them bringing Encouragement Rework to PoE1. Yeah. Especially with the information they have from PoE2's league. Like, obviously don't bring the Giga Juice Snake Tunnel thing exactly the way it is, because the economy would just be in shambles. Actually, at the same time, I'm not even care the economy. Bring it. We're going to be a private league. Who gives a shit? I want chaos. I don't know. I have some fraction orbs. Fraction orbs that cheap now? I can get like 2 divines for that, right? So, that's wrong button. Oh, there we go. I am now standing, so I've allocated this. 1.5, so I get 3 divines. 3 divines goes for like 600 and something. Versus 600 and something here. I'm just gonna go here. It's fine. Oh, I only got 1. Erupts the Mines as an exhibition rework. Honestly, I'm a big not fan of Expedition, so I would be happy for them to do an Expedition rework. I encourage them to rework that Expedition as best they can. What an event to brag. Like they have the sorry. They have the group as like the settlers people. They don't really need Expedition to be that thing. They can make it something else. Like Expedition, like you already get like all the stuff that you get pretty much from there, from the town. I think they just go harder on the town, which probably makes a lot of people upset. They're like, oh, I hate that I have to do the town because I want like XYZ thing or I need dust or kind of stuff. But I prefer the town over running expedition and just like getting currency to like gamble. So I don't mind if they go into the town. All right, how much did I need? Like 1,200? Almost there. I can technically sell off a divine. Or here we go, sell these off too. How much do I have? 48 of these, I think. Not 411, Jesus. But I also have like a lot of ideas of things they could do that would be like, you know, just reworking other leagues. Like, do we need both heist and betrayal? They have very similar themes, and I feel like you could smash them together in a way. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but you could definitely smash those together in a way to where you don't have to worry about it as much. Heist trail? Yeah, exactly. I think I just sell divine. Betriced? I like heist trail better. All right, let's see. Refresh again. Oh, the price has gone up. Someone bought all the cheap ones. It shot up 200 chaos while I was doing that. What was me? You know what? We don't need this right now. We'll look at this. I'll have a live search going and we'll look at it then. But we made some changes today to some stuff. We should level up as well, hopefully at some point today. That would be sweet. So true. We did a little bit of a gamble on our Lighten earlier. Did not pay off. So that's a little sad for us. We can technically, once we get a couple more things, we can go ahead and like do some more gambling on like, you know, our Awakened gems to level them up. Divine Sale, let's go. So all kinds of little fun things. Oh, right. I didn't list any of the stuff I wanted to list in the like, maps area. Unique map, we can list this. Over here, we can list both of these. These maps, we can list these. I also don't know what mechanics need the most attention for crafting. Or are you talking about like if in terms of like a rework, what they should rework to do crafting, or like you're talking about the private league, what you should farm to craft? Sanctuary's 25 right now, going down unfortunately, but it's okay. Fortress 20, so these are going down in general. The player base is falling off, so for GG rework or a new edition. I think honestly, I like a lot of where crafting's at right now. Like all the mechanics of things that do crafting, I think it's fine. Like I think harvest is in a good spot. I think essences are fine. Maybe Beyond can be reworked a little bit because it's kind of like forgotten a little bit. I honestly thought they were going to combine Beyond and Breach together when they had the whole tree removal stuff, but that ended up not happening. Oh right, we ended up putting up on Anime Guardian and we didn't actually do anything with it. I never used Anime Guardian before. So I need to figure out how this actually works. Let's look at some just cheap uniques that I have laying around to test out to see. Like I have that pelt. that I picked up, which Gazi at one point said was decent. Learcast is a pretty common hat people use, I think. I don't even think I have a Learcast, so that's pretty funny. Reduce max life feels like a bad move, but it does give him a lot of regeneration. I don't think I have an Asinus either. The enemy Guardian gearing spreadsheet from 4 years ago. Front of the Tyrant, Stitch Demon, Learcast. What's up, Jarrett? Oh, Jarrett, perfect. Jarrett, what do I put on Animate Guardian that's like cheap? To test that, see if I want to use Animate Guardian. This is pretty good, right? I think Gazi said this was okay. Yeah, that's good. I use that. All right, what hat do I use? Learcast early? I don't have one, unfortunately. Learcast is probably okay. Or something else cheap that I should use. Lear for early? Yeah, I just want to test. I don't want to spend too much money on it, and then if it ends up living and being kind of okay, I might invest more into it. All right, weapons. Should I go shield, like one-hander and a shield? Should I go not that? Dying Breath is mentioned in this article. Terminus Est. What are you trying to do? I'm just trying to throw a guy together and see if he lives. I would ideally like to eventually use like Kingmaker for culling and Garber the Ephemeral, I think is what it's called, for like action speed slows and crit immunity. But I just want to see if this guy lives on my thing. I use staff then for buffs. Okay, let's see if I have one. I don't. And that's a two-hander, right? So I don't need a shield with this. Boots, people use Windscream or Legacy of Fury or Wake of Destruction is what this guide says. Yeah, that sound good? I think Windscreen gets me another curse, right? So I can use like Asinus Gentle Touch. He can be immune to curses too. I have the Foulborn version. Do I even need to use Asinus though? I can't even spell the word. Oh, what am I doing down here? Hello? What else? What other cog gloves they have? Gravebind, no, I'm a headhunter. Pain Seekers? I don't know what gloves to put on here. Many kills count as you gloves? What is that called? The Gravebind is the one where my kills count as his, right? So that would be bad for me. Nearby enemy is killed by anyone count as being killed by you instead, because I don't want him to get my kills because I'm using Headhunter, so he'd steal my stacks. I might pick up one of these because I have nothing better off the top of my head that I would want to use. And so the way this works is I throw it on the ground, obviously not my hideout, and then I press the animate guardian button on each individual piece, or do I throw it all as one and then it animates the pile? Each part? Okay. Might do guardian start next league. Go to lab area? Okay. I was actually thinking about starting a minion build next league too. Honestly, okay. Is there a way to turn that off? I need them to make a thing. Also turn this off. I need them to make a thing for trades. Or is it here and I'm just an idiot? Trade requests is not what I'm looking for. Okay, so I can drop stuff here. My filter's hiding it. Okay. So I animate with this. I have to turn my filter off, I guess, first, because I can't press the show item button and it at the same time. Let's go to a lower level filter. Oh god, he's just a pair of gloves, chat. He's just a little guy. And they don't use jewelry or anything, right? Like, this is it. That's all the pieces of gear I needed. It's just like the body pieces and the armor. They don't use like belts or jewelry. So now he's just a dude that just hangs out with me sometimes. Do I need to press the R button again to like resummon him at some points? If he dies, the loot pops out? Question mark. He dies, map can't respawn on that map. Okay, but I have to like pick up the pieces though. Yes. So it's gonna be a little unfortunate, considering that I'm hiding this stuff. So let's do this maybe, and that won't hide it. Don't lose anything. Oh, I just press the button to respawn them without having to. How do I change his gear? Do I eventually just have to like remove the gem to lose it, or what? Okay, let's see if he lives. What's his icon? Is it this? No. That's just the aura from him. Also, actually, now thinking about it, this node right here, where I share my charges with him, because he's considered a party member, I would imagine, right? So he gets these benefits. Does he get my endurance charges and stuff? That's kind of cool if that works. Once you add gear, it'll sticks and never gets back. Okay, so that gear, I mean, it's fine. It's all cheap stuff to test out, so it's no big deal. As long as I don't have to fucking pick it up again to resummon them, that's awesome. It's a great change. Okay. Counts as allies, not as party members. Got it. Did he die? Oh, I'm teleporting. I don't see him. So I guess he died immediately. Sure, look like nothing good for them. Don't that nothing good for him. What damage you got? Mostly just life. It's like fresh meat and minion life support or something like that. It's only a 3 link right now. I could technically add a 4th link if I want to drop Tornado, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if the AG ends up living with a 4th link. Alright, well, I don't need this filter thing to be on low then. Use Ellie Army? I don't know what that is. No, I'm not using that right now. I'm assuming that gives him elemental resistances. I can put it on. Because I can always change it to where I don't have Tornado if he ends up living a lot better with the other thing. Alright, we'll try that next map then. But he has died this time, chat. There's no saving him. He's not coming back. Yeah, I can't really spec in the nodes. I'm in a ranger area, so there's not a lot of minion nodes over here. It's okay if I can't use them. I just thought it'd be a cool thing if I could. If I can't do them, it's no big deal though. I go back to cast on Death Portal plus Tornado with Calling Strike. I definitely don't have the passives to go out of my way to spec into keeping him alive. Because we're not like really a minion build, we just have like some minion nodes I thought might be interesting with it. Because of our minion damage scaling from Wildspeaker. They're tanky rares. What kind of stats I look for? Just like high armor and stuff and like lots of res? Or like what? High life, high armor, high res? Yeah, the issue is I would want him to eventually be Kingmaker plus Ephemeral Garb. I don't want him just to exist. So I could technically replace like, his gloves, his hat, his boots. But I can't really replace the other stuff very well. If the intention is eventually to be, with those 2 items specifically, is the only reason I really want to use them. Need to pay attention to my Tempest Shield. I only need to go to a certain level. I don't need to go beyond that. Currently gliding around with teleports. I'm trying to pick up loot. There we go, finally. Who's hitting me? Oh, someone's still here? least the teleporting's over with now. Hey, look at that fish. Cassie, I need you to know that I'm not doing your shit. I think we go to like 11. Okay, I need to go look up to see where I stopped at with that. That's not the heavy belt that I'd want. They need to say that Breach and the Tree and Foulborns are going core. I don't think the Tree's going core. I think Foulborns will. I think it'll be a Breach exclusive drop. And I think Breach is going to go core. I just think that like it'll be obviously be changed. Like we probably won't have the fortresses and the defense mission, but I think we'll have the unstable breach thing, and then the hive gland will drop from like the marshal maybe or something like that spawns. That way you can go into the hive to get the breach lord bloodline. Well, Minion, what do you think about doing? SRS into specters was on my top of the list, and maybe like an anime weapon thing. Or absolution in the specters, but specters is probably where I was leaning towards. Very likely necromancer, just because if I want to take it into delving, the leech helps a good bit. Holy snipe of the century, chat! Holy snipe of the century! Oh, that person's gotta be mad. That was 8C, buddy. That was 8C. Thanks, InstaTrade. Unethical. That's true. What do you mean streamer client? Anyone could have pressed that button. You know who's mad? That got locked in sync. Well, I mean, you have time to respond. So, like, for instance, I take this item out right here. I put it in for 5C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. It's like 40 seconds. So see, like it took like 40 seconds to chill lock kind of thing. So you have a little bit of time if you accidentally list something like, oh wait, that's the wrong thing. It's just he put it in there, probably didn't look at it and think about it. Because yeah, look, like other ones are going for like 8 divine. Like someone is this one for 8 divine right now. So he just said it, didn't realize he didn't change it. But you have like 40 seconds to do it. I was gonna pay the 7 divines because like I was gonna go out for this one earlier. I was like, I'll finish the map and it's still there. I'll grab it. Oh yeah. Where is Fishy? All right. Anyway, so we can sell this one now, and you know what? I'm gonna sell this for super cheap. I'm gonna put this up for 1C. I'm feeling really generous right now, so I'm gonna have the light in 2 for 4C. What do you mean, scammer? All right. Oh, I don't need this live search going anymore. The goal is not to flip here. The goal was just to get me to light in 4 eventually for like 1200C or something like that. So we saved ourselves a little bit of money. That's pretty fucking funny. Surprised that it was actually available one time because I tried clicking it travel, but I was in here still. Oh my god! And then I was like, oh shit, I got Portal 11, and then I have to wait for it to load and then travel. So it just shows that like no one's really watching the league right now, as far as there's like only like 10,000 people on Steam, and there's probably even less currently right now. They were like midday. Just goes to show, chat, no lifing pays off, you know? Alright, what level do I need this to be? 13. Then I can stop leveling the Tempest Shield. I don't care about the damage Tempest Shield, I only care about the block. Oh, we're done with this map. I didn't realize that when I popped out. I was too excited about the other thing. Be back later? Alright, bud. No one's buying my 1C item right now, chat. Sad gamer moment. Oh, right, we can also go to lists. Where's that? I sent a link in the chat in the Discord. Someone made a regex for different idols to check and stuff. So like right here, this should show ones that have decent modifiers, like the strong boxes right here and stuff like that. This is the shows the 1x1s. So I can always come here and check that. So just the strong box mod thing, he's going for 140. I don't know if I should care about anything else on it. But like I said, we could like, I'm not gonna do strong boxes, so I can just start selling stuff off like this. This is the Verisium ore one, which doesn't show a price. Because this thing is not recognized currently. None of the other small modifiers shows for anything, so it's showing this. But we'll have to go to the trade website to see. Verisium. That's not even. Oh, this is a high number. Oh wait, it's here. Mine's 50%. Is that the max? That is the max. So the max one goes for like quite a bit actually. 150 area. Okay. Yeah, we'll just take all these out. Like I said, we're not going to be doing other farms for the rest of this event. We're pretty much just going to be doing Harbies, and then maybe we'll do like some T17 Uber stuff. But I have not a lot of intention. Yeah, it doesn't sell. Okay, that's just listed. Of doing other farms right now. And I'd rather spend the extra money just giga juicing this character up. There goes our Enlighten. Perfect. Perfectly balanced as all things should be, chat. Does it say Flick Jesus? He's running around because he's happy they got the 1C item thing. Sorry about the coughing. Got a little bit of like my snack bar or my breakfast bar. I'm about to take my throat. Is it because it contains both? Yeah, it contains both. This is showing for... I don't know what's showing for, actually. This Abyssal Truths. Not that. Reward progress. Mm-hmm. Sorry, chat. Once again, I'm gonna get a cough drop. We're mostly for Ultimatum. Delirious monsters have increased reward progress. Some ritual stuff. That kind of thing. Okay, so this is just for the Delirious monster reward thing. This is for the scarab part. This is for the Diviner Strongbox, probably. This is for the ore drop. Oh, and it's 50%, and it's magic. And it's max roll Verisium ore. Oops, oopsies. Get that back out. See how I took it out, chat, when I realized I made a mistake there? I said this is good for like 200, so it was pretty much close. Getting timed out. I need them to let me just do my thing and not keep telling me stuff. A minute? Just let me sell stuff at a price that I can search for easily. Stop it, Trade API. Alright, while we wait for a second, chat, we're just gonna do a little stretch. How do you squats? I don't even know how to proper form for squats. I'm just gonna do this and hope for the best. Someone's buying all my Crimson Temple maps and my defiles. Let's go. Yeah, buy those maps. Oh, buy that idol, yeah. You need that idol. 2 seconds, chat. 40 for this? Does it matter for this or no? Okay, so it's pretty much only really care about the strongbox thing, so we'll put 29. Oh, this is an ore one and a strongbox diviner one? We're gonna take that to the browser. Oh, no we're not. We're gonna take that. That's not what I thought it was gonna go. Five seconds. I wish it would recognize the ore stuff though, making my life easier. Ore deposits, maps. $90? It's about scarabs. This is for the scarab farmers out there. 25, 24. Arcanist box, probably. We'll put it for 75. Vader's rituals reappear sooner. No one gives a shit about that. Not even ritual farmers care about that. Alright. Back to squats while we wait for a trade filter. Trying to be a little bit healthier. If you want to join in on squats and do squats yourself, recommend. Again, I don't know squat posture, so I'm probably doing it incorrectly. I probably need to do it like more closed in. I should look up videos for this eventually. Yeah, so like 80. Yeah, Conqueror map here. And a strongbox, 170. This is just because of the reward progress, which I don't remember how much that was, so we're going to have to search for it again. 40, so 35. Diviner strongbox probably is the only thing right here. Diviner strongbox, but magic. Magic single mod. That's going to be a good one for someone to be able to recombinate. I'm not going to recombinate. I probably could and make more money off of it that way. But I ain't gonna, chat. We saw one like this a little bit ago. Or not sold, but listed. 90. Let's put 90 as well for this one. This is chance to have a strong box. I don't think that matters as much. It's probably mostly here for the other modifier. Yeah, so it's here for just the ore Crimson Iron thing? Is that even worth it? Oh, Jarrett, if you're still here. Yeah, I don't think this is worth anything. Or is it the... Or maybe it's the Essence mod for some reason? Okay, this one's just gonna go back. Yeah, the Crimson Ore stuff isn't as good. I don't... Bismuth Ore, I think is probably fine. Also, it's generating additional rewards, so... Yeah, this is not very good either. Put that to the side. Is it because of the ritual thing? Shrine duration might be good. No. Reward, I think it's like 29 or something like that, or 19. I don't know, something small. Rate limit experience, please. Oh my goodness. Okay, well we'll come back to this after our map or something. The game said no, thank you. All right, back to the map. Turn tables in your eyes. Oh right, we need to animate our guardian. Oh right, Jared said I needed to do elemental army potentially. Because he probably has no res on him. Which could be right, he died quickly. Elemental, I think it's a blue gem. It's only 19 all res, which I mean is better than nothing. And we might just have to move off of the elemental guard or the guardian until I can get like some giga juiced rares for like resistances and life and stuff. Because we want garb of the ephemeral, which did not. I probably should have searched ephemeral. There it is. Oh, I clicked it the right one anyway. This will give him mostly just energy shield. And depending on what's on top, it'll give him stuff like that for that. And then obviously Kingmaker. Which will give us fortification, give us more crit multi, and then culling strike. Rarity is kind of cool too, I guess. But we need to get like his resistances up and stuff between his hat, boots, and gloves. And then we could switch off of tornado in that situation too, which makes this need to be a all blue boot and one red. I'll start leveling up meat shield a little bit more now that I have a little bit more intelligence as well. All right, so for all blue boot, probably best if we just use the method. The method, chat. Socket. We'll go down to 2 socket, 3 socket, 2 socket, 3 socket, 4 socket, 3 socket, 4 socket, 3 socket, 4 socket. Done. And then link. These can go in here, even though they highlight, I don't want them. All right, what we want to do, this here, and then we can put this here, I suppose. No, I don't like that. Put this here. We'll need Kingmaker, we'll need Ephemeral Garb, and then just awesome rares, probably. Is there a way in POB to see your animate guardians, like resistances and stuff? And like how tanky he feels? I took the gym off, so I realize now he's gone. So we'll have to redo another one anyway. I'll also need to, I think, lower my this thing, right? 40. We're fine. Our mana's actually okay right now. Our minions, party members. Yui. Allies, but not considered party members. Okay, so my thing doesn't work. Or I don't give it my charges with my node then. Too bad I didn't say allies. I've been a lot cooler, especially since they did like a minion focused thing for it, where it's like, oh, minion damage and whatnot. I think where we need to stop for our thing, so we'll probably stop there. Vortiga shield. Alright, I'm actually be right back. I'm running the restroom. You entertain yourself, chat? We back, chat. Phone, can you charge? Okay, now my phone's charging. All right. Come on, buddy. I suppose I can also quality up the gyms. I guess I can see if I can get them all the way to 20 first, or if I need more intelligence to do that. Because then if we need more intelligence, I guess we could, in theory, go back to here. We'll see. Oop, that was a big hit. So what upgrades do I want to make? Brisk wrap is going to be one. And then if I do brisk wrap, I need to recraft the boots to have tailwind on crit strike on them. If I do that, I need to make sure that I'm still capped for my other stuff. For like avoid ailments. And then if I do all of that, I think we're actually in a decent spot. Would be cool to see another mirror shard smile. Or a whole mirror. Even more smile. That means if I got a whole mirror at this point, I would probably just keep it. I wouldn't use it or anything. It would just go into my little display case and sit there for all eternity as my first mirror. Oh, right. Jared was asking me about Spectre stuff originally, and then we got distracted by the amazing trade. It's not my bad, Jared. If you're still there, we can talk more about the Spectres that I was thinking about doing and stuff. Potentially for a private league. Golden. All right. That app's done. I'll take this and throw that away. This goes in here. All right, let's take these out. See if we can price them out. It's like how much we made already. Jeez. Uh, uh, there we go. 1.5 inventories worth. Most of the idols sold. Perfect. Arcanist Strongbox. It still wants me to wait longer. Hate it here. All right, we're gonna move down to our sim position again, though. We actually stood up for like an hour that time, which is really good for us. Because usually at about 20 minutes, I'm like, I'm over this. I'm over it. I doesn't want to search in this anymore. So we'll come back to this one. Well, we do have a lot of chouse. We talked about potential upgrades. And I don't even remember what we said. So that's fun. You could also go for here and get reservation. Oh, right. Animate Guardian. We want to look for Animate Guardian stuff. So Kingmaker, we need one of these. Does this stuff, any of this matter? No, because I don't care about his stuff. I only care about like the stuff that apparently can't roll differently. So let's go insta buyout because I'm not whispering some nerd. There we go. 430 for a Kingmaker. And we want Garb of the Ephemeral. Boom, 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 boom. Here, this actually is not bad. This is pretty decent mods for him because there's a little bit of generate, some cold res, that kind of stuff. We'll go with this one. Garb. Because I don't think the other mods roll anything, right? That I care about? No. All right, and then now all we care about is just like rares with like lots of res, life, that kind of stuff. So let's take it into the POB real quick. We have removed this stuff. No, we can just new import. Not much left to play. And then we'll go ahead and look at our shield throw configurations. We're in sand stance, hopefully. They are chilled, they are frozen, they are exposed to the cold, they are covered in frost. Distance is 10. Enemy blinded. I don't know if I have a blind thing or not, but we probably should look into that because that's decent for us to being able to dodge and whatnot. So that's something to think about as well. Because it will increase if we blind the enemy, we get like 4% more dodge, you know, which is not bad. Power charge, frenzy charge. I'm not gonna click endurance charge, even though we do get endurance charges. And then depending on which one of these is active, obviously, if it's agility is active, we get more attack speed. This one actually doesn't do anything other than just make it or we dodge more. We're better dodging. Yeah. And the rest of the stuff doesn't matter for meh. What's our chance to shock? We have a little bit of lightning damage. What's our chance to shock? Do we have any chance to shock? 85% chance to shock? You know what that means, chat? We can click this button. It doesn't matter because it already applies it. Cool. Alright. This is less damage than I showed. Oh, that's great, because we don't actually have any points invested in here yet. Can't do that yet. We need that reservation efficiency, apparently. If I do that, it's Sniper's Mark and Immortal Call can't be cast, which we can address later as needed and everything. But our spell dodge is capped. We are still avoiding stuff at 100%. Yes. All right. What level can we get this stuff up to? Can this max out now? Good. So those can max out. So this goes to 111, which is right where we're at, actually. Perfectly 111 for these two, for Meat Shield and Minion Life. The Elemental Army actually is not high intense in there, which means that we can eventually do this. And I don't really care for the minion movement speed, so I don't actually care about him getting 20 quality there. Okay. I want to look at the Animate Guardian's resistances. Show minion stats. That's what I wanted to see. Thank you. So really, I don't even need like a giga. Wait, why is it showing gripped gloves and my boots? That's not his stats. Oh, because the default item set. Okay, I gotta manage. Go here. Animate Guardian. Switch to that real quick. We're getting a Kingmaker. And then we'll copy the one we have because it's a little bit better than probably just random one thrown in there. Configuration, calculations. You want to use the Animate Guardian set. Okay, so it's mostly just a little bit more fire res and lightning res, and then a lot of chaos to cap his resistances, and then just as much like life as possible. Is there a way to see his max hit? It's very low. His effective hit pool is super tiny. He only has 1,000 life. No. What? I was showing total life here is this, but total life here is like 18. What's the confusion here? Whatever. Okay. All right. We're gonna not look at that then, because that doesn't look like it calculates things correctly. All right. So we're looking for mostly just getting him chaos res and a little bit of other stuff. Is what I said. Okay. Okay. So if we go for chaos res. On like a helmet. Bro, I can't search even the Trove website for like a couple more minutes. They didn't like me spam searching stuff, chat. They said no thank you anymore. I guess I can look at this thing and see if I can find anything that's worthwhile for like helmets and stuff. You can't give like Fizz taken as stuff too on like a if I get like a rare helmet and gloves and boots. We can do like Eldritch implicits. That's true. Brutal Ground's not bad. I guess Scorch is probably better though. Intimidate. Cold exposure. That kind of stuff. Not bad. I also just want them to live. I also mostly just want them to allow me to be able to search trade and stop being angry that I was searching idols a lot. Message from my wife. Minute and a half left. But I mean, if this all works, we get extra crit multi, which is lovely. We get fortification, which is just an extra defensive layer for us a little bit. We get culling strike, which perfection. And item rarity, which is kind of whatever, right? But on here, we also get our boost speed can't be lowered, or action speed can't be converted below base value, and then they can't crit us. All amazing stats. What's divinity charges do? Or divine charges? Can I play the game yet? By the game, I mean like trade. What are you guys working on though? Anybody's here hanging out, working on anything? If people are playing this build and they are kind of lurking about right now, we're probably finishing this up between today and tomorrow for Isha League, and then we're moving into like some kind of variety. But I want to get more video out for the update because the build feels great, absolutely amazing. I have made a lot of changes since the week 1 update, which I want to talk to people about. Perfect. That's actually really funny. I forgot this hat existed. So I could just give him this. I don't think it's worth it compared to just a rare helmet, though. So I need to go back. Does it matter what defensive stat he has? I mean, currently we have energy shield is the only thing. Does he get like any base increases from just like the minion itself? I don't think so. He just has more life. That's it. Just more life. Okay. So this right here actually isn't bad. That right there might actually just fix a lot of his stuff immediately. Okay, so lightning's now good. Chaos is also capped, so I just need fire res and then like stats that help him survive on the other two pieces of gear. Or I could use the Legacy of the Fury. The Scorch Boots. When you kill an enemy, each turn enemy for 4 seconds burning. It means killed life. Okay, so it doesn't hurt you. This is just. So I could technically put this on him. Or getting me just like good Scorch. And then just on his gloves care about the other stuff. I don't know. We can try it out. Worst case scenario, I waste currency that it's fine. What's a decent like defensive thing we can put on for here? ES energy shield. I mean, so we can put on like the hybrid ES energy shield percent. We can't make him focus, so that's pretty pointless. Yeah, we can do ES energy shield armor and life, but that doesn't seem worth it. We'll probably just do this. We could do block mana first and then slam. And then we got the super low roll. So what we wanted to do just now is no longer an option. Fucking XD fucking funny. we can craft one of the flats. Or we can craft, I guess, the hybrid one. And we can do Elder Duplicits for him. His damage taken as stuff is probably good. I don't know what I would want here. I mean, he is a minion, so movement speed's pretty funny. Maximum life. Perfect. I think I have some of those boots, by the way. Legacies? Oh, I thought I did. Did I put it in here? Or did I just sell them? $85 Scorch? Might as well. We saved a bit of money today, so might as well spend a little bit extra. Upgrade our guy. And then what we want to also want to make sure I quality up stuff, at least like the defensive pieces. I mean, I might as well. It costs me shit to do it. All right, so that means that for we just need gloves now, and the gloves have to have a little bit of fire res, if I remember correctly. That's pretty much it. Big life roll. Big life roll. I mean, this right here works. Gives them a lot of life. Gives them enough fire res cap over and a little bit of other stuff. You can turn this to like fire lightning. Since I already have cold on here. It's also 1 chaos. Oh, right. I go to the game. Let's go here. Quality it up the rest of the way. Here. Oh, wait, that's not spells. Officer suppress is not going to help with anything when he has no other suppression. Helmet and boots. Not bad. Intimidate? That's fine. And then we change this to fire lightning. Now 20%, please. Thank you. Copy this. Wait, actually, wait. Can I slam on this? Yeah, I'm gonna go slam. Sure. This is already 6 modded. Yeah. Now we copy this. Go back to here. Items. Create custom. This bad boy on there. Boom. And then go look at our calcs. He's capped on resistances. He has almost 20k life. But obviously he's taking damage. He's gonna feel it. So we'll have to see how that goes. He has like no block and stuff. So, and obviously we don't have his stuff max leveled and flipped yet to 20 quality. That's just movement speed. So, yeah. Change our filter over to our low filter or to none, even better. Pressing R. I thought Jared said if I take it off, it kills him. What'd Jared say? Do I just need another gem? Is this one just like permanently that guy? I have another one, I'm pretty sure. You know, I can always just buy one as well. Level them up again. Animate. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, he's just the same dude still. Oh, let's see, change. Sorry. Oh, it doesn't matter. It says it keeps it. Okay, it looks like you just cast stuff, and then we'll just test on this. Fuck it. If I cast on Kingmaker, his dying breath should change to this Kingmaker. It did. Okay. But now I don't want this on here and accidentally casting it. So I'm gonna put that in the back. If I cast it on a piece of gear and override stuff, I'm gonna be upset. Emmy Guardian's up there alive right now. He probably is gonna die because, like I said, we need a level of stuff up still. All right. Is this map completed? Yes. All right, let's go try another one. All right, little buddy, see how long you live for, huh? Big Papa Proud. Oh, I need to change my filter on. So far, still alive. Taking a good bit of damage there. I don't think he has a way to regenerate, so I think he's probably going to eat it here. But yeah, he ate it there. Okay. We'll let him level up a little bit more and see if that helps out with his survivability. All apart. Your memory. Pop. Hello, nerds. All right. Yep, teleport mod. We're flicking it. Leveled up. My character's vibrating. Look at him vibrate. This is augmentations are showing, to be honest. Maybe I put the wrong filter on when I change it back. Might be the issue. I think next we try to craft the boots. Then if we craft the boots, we go recraft the chest piece. I think is where we're headed next. One, two, three. No, not bad. Honestly, I should listen to the radio for a bit. Here we go. Radio time. Did I switch to the frostbite or frost on hit? Yeah, I did. Making sure. That are old boots? Oh no, I think that's the movement speed boots. I had a movement speed fracture, 30%. So worst case, I can always change the boots to if it's any kind of boot that make him like just a lot tankier. Because I don't need the necessarily Scorch for damage, I suppose. All right. Where's our regex? Grab these real quick. It's letting us look at stuff again, so this is about ore deposits for the most part. Yeah, so it's the ore deposit, crimson ore. That one isn't super worth it. Reward progress is the big one here. I clicked on the wrong one. 30. Vericium is the big one here. Vericium. And then it is a percentage of 50, so it's the max roll Vericium. Goes for about 100. Whatever, 90. Diviner's strongbox here. Good. $35. Crimson Iron is fake. No one actually wants that. Arcana Strongbox is real. A lot of people want that. 130. Arcana Strongbox on a magic one. 150. Alright, those are small idols. Look at the 1x2s. That up. Alright, this is probably strongbox quantity. Not a lot. Not. Okay, strongbox quantity is actually not super worth. Unless it's a high amount, probably. Like, I think 20 might be the max. Yeah, so this is 180 for that. 18% really is not just like trash. Because it is max roll, so what did I say, 180? Ambush scarabs? Like 10. Priest blueprints in your maps, maybe? Oh wait, strong quality. What did we just say that was? A low roll. Oh my god, we gotta wait 60 seconds. Alright, we're gonna finish these and we'll stop after we finish these 3. I don't want it to yell at me. Ba-da-ba. Grab the boots. We shouldn't need too much, I don't think. Do we need the chaos? We do need chaos res, so we keep the chaos res on, so we want fugitive boots. And then we're just. Do I need the avoid ailments? If I don't have the avoid ailments, you just need an ass load of it, so I kind of do need it. So the hard part would be hitting dexterity plus the mod that I need. Hmm. I think we already looked at one of these. Yeah, it's like 5. And then this one, the additional reward chest. No. Less likely to offer bargain items. Is it? Okay. Alright. Let's got some safe house stuff to do. 2 of them. Go to Summoner Boy. My boy. It's 75 area. Freaking low level areas. Hopefully this is the last one that's low level. Oh, he died already? I just kept swinging. Yay, food. Thank you, sweetie. Artisan. I thought I was an Arcanist at first. Disappointing. This is also 73 area. Jesus. Hey, buddy. I'm gonna throw a bunch of shields at you. Is that okay? And your friends. Yeah, Veiled Chaos. My Veiled Chaos now. Oh, wait, there's room over here, right? Crafting bench. I'm not doing this. Those are so not worth throwing it. Unless you're like an SSF, maybe. I don't care about those items. Things are sold already. Wee woo. Alright, let's go do another map. And then we'll see if we want to work on crafting. Or not. Yeah, also could be just Harbies are really bad for him, maybe. Harbies are like hard on summons in general. Alright, he's down already. Alright, RIP that buddy.